Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Ashley. I am a full-time reseller. You may be thinking to yourself, wow, you look totally different in that first clip. And that's because, you guys, total transparency, I started filming this video in July of last year, 2023. So like 9 months ago, I started filming this video to show you guys my process of listing an item, my entire process. But unfortunately, the item that I'm showing you in this video has not sold yet, which is very surprising, kind of confusing. Still to this day, I don't know why this item hasn't sold, but everything in my process is still the same. I just wanted to put this disclaimer in here because you guys are probably thinking, wow, you look totally different. So let's roll the clips and then I will see you a little bit later as present me again. I go to places like thrift stores, yard sales, garage sales, and find items, mostly clothing, shoes, and accessories, to flip online for a profit. And in this video, I'm going to be going over my entire process from start to finish on an item. Let's just jump right into it. The first thing, obviously, you need to do is find an item or thrift an item. So we are going to be doing this with this item that I found earlier today at the Goodwill outlet. I paid only 86 cents for this. Incredible. This is actually the first time I've ever found this brand. I was shocked that this was in the bin, but this is an Arc'teryx women's full zip fleece jacket. So we're going to take this item and I am going to show you every single step that I do with an item from the time that I thrift it to the time that it's shipped out. So obviously the first thing I do, like I said, is thrift it and bring it home. I take off the tags. This particular item did not have a tag on it. It was in the Goodwill bins. It didn't have a tag, which means it was just a raw donation and it was never in an actual Goodwill store. I am going to just look over the item and make sure there are no other flaws or not anything that I missed at the thrift store. And once I do that, I am going to enter my item into my sourcing spreadsheet. And that spreadsheet actually will help me bulk upload my items into eBay drafts. Now, I got that idea from Kaylee Elaine. I will actually link her video down below on how she bulk uploads her things as drafts into eBay and also her sourcing spreadsheet. All of that I got from Kaylee. She is amazing. She gives out such great information. I'm sure a lot of you guys have already heard of her, but if you haven't, definitely go check her channel out and check out that video. And also, I already looked up a comp on my phone. I will put a little screen recording up here. That way I know where to list this item at. So now I'm going to enter all of that information, the title and my cost of goods and what I plan to list it at into my sourcing spreadsheet. So comps on this are actually between $50 and like $90. So I think I'm going to list mine right around $70. I always list my items on Poshmark $5 or so more than on eBay. So yeah, I think I'll list it around $70 and I always accept offers and we will see how it goes. The next thing I'm going to do is photograph this item now. Unfortunately, I cannot film myself doing that because I'm filming on my phone and I take my pictures on my phone. So I will go ahead and photograph this now and I will check back in when I'm done the photographs. It might actually be tomorrow. So if I am wearing something different and look different, that's why. So it is now the next day and I have bulk drafted my eBay listings, everything except for the pictures, everything that I could bulk draft at the same time I did. So I basically have a whole bunch of drafts, a whole bunch of shells of drafts ready to go. I just have to add the pictures and fill out the rest of the information. So again, I will link the video down below from Kaylee Elaine of how I learned how to bulk draft or bulk upload on eBay. She does a really good job explaining it, and she's the person I learned it from, so I will just link her video down below. But now I have all my draft shells, including the Arc'teryx jacket. So these are what the shells look like. Now, the Arc'teryx jacket, I did put the photos in a while from my phone, but the rest of the drafts, this is how they all draft up within minutes using Kaylee's method. So we are ready to complete this draft. So I'm going to go ahead and just finish this draft real quick on my computer. Like I said, I did upload the photos already, and then the title is uploaded when I start the draft using my sourcing spreadsheet. So everything else I will just correct or fill in. So I actually schedule my listings ahead of time on eBay. I start my listings on eBay, and then using Vendoo, which is a cross-listing software, I cross-list my items to Poshmark and sometimes Mercari and sometimes Depop. But again, I start my drafts or I start my listings on eBay, and you are able to schedule your listings out for free now on eBay. You used to have to pay, I think, like 10 cents per listing if you wanted to schedule them. Now you can do it for free, which is what I've been doing. So I'm done my draft. We are going to go ahead and list it. Now, again, I scheduled it for tomorrow, which is July 13th at 4 o'clock a.m. Pacific time, which is 7 o'clock a.m. Eastern time, which is where I'm at. So when you list it, this doesn't actually list it yet. This will just schedule your listing, as it says right there. Now that I have the jacket listed, I am able to inventory it, and which I put the SKU on my listing, obviously, but I'm able to put it away in my inventory, which is actually at a storage unit down the road from my house. So I will be doing that tomorrow morning. I will put that in my storage unit tomorrow morning whenever I pick up my sales that need shipped out tomorrow. So I will see you there. It is the next morning. I am now at my storage unit, and I am going to put the jacket away along with all the other things I have to put away. I actually have to put a lot away today, but I will show you me putting the jacket away. And the next step is later today when I get home, after I go to some yard sales, I will cross list the jacket onto Poshmark and Mercari, because this morning it went live on eBay. Like I said, I have a ton to put away today, so I'm actually going to go get a cart. Creepy. Okay, it's very loud in here, so hopefully you can hear me. Also, the music is very loud, so I'm going to go quick. But we are going to put that jacket away in one of the bins right behind me, along with the other things that I need to put away in that bin. So everything in this bag, including that jacket, need to go in bin 43, which is right here. This is my storage unit. I also have this one. I have a lot of stuff. I actually plan on going through all of my inventory here very soon and getting rid of things that I've had for a long time, and that will free up a lot of space. So I plan on doing that within the next week or two. That has really been weighing on me heavily, and I've been putting it off. So I know I will feel better once I do it. So anyways, let's put this stuff away. The next step is later today. When I go home, I will cross-list that onto Poshmark and Mercari, and then we will wait for it to sell. So I am now going to use Vendoo to cross-list my items to Poshmark and Mercari, like I mentioned earlier. Hi, buddy. What's up? Say hi. he's my little shadow. Anytime I get up, he has to follow me. I got up to turn the air off to film this, and he had to follow. Say hi. Okay, well. Hey, buddy, can you get off of there, please? Excuse me. So anyways, I am going to import my items to Vendoo that I listed today on eBay. And then after that is done, I will cross-list this Arc'teryx jacket. Are you helping mommy? Are you helping mommy? Okay, so these were imported. Go to my inventory here. And again, this is done. Now what I will do on here is remove the background of the first photo, which Vendoo now offers. So now that is done. See, it's listed on eBay. So now I just have to fill out all of this and list it on Poshmark, which most of it is filled out. I just have to fill out the specifics, like the size and stuff like that, which takes about 2 seconds. And now I will list this. And as that's listing, I can go on Mercari and do the exact same thing. And with Vendoo, it is super easy, super quick. And now let's go over to Poshmark and you will see that is now listed on Poshmark for $70. So we will see how long this takes to sell, and I will see you when it does sell. So since this Arc'teryx jacket didn't sell, unfortunately, again, I don't know why. If you guys have any idea of like why this hasn't sold, I originally listed it at $70, probably way too much. I have since lowered the price, delisted and relisted it multiple times. Like, I have it on multiple platforms. If you have any suggestions for me, please drop them in the comments down below. But since this hasn't sold, I'm going to go over the rest of my process with a different item for you that actually sold today. And funny enough, the item that we're going to be talking about is an item that I recently delisted and relisted like 3 days ago. This is an item that I've had for about a year. It's like a white off-the-shoulder bodycon dress. Would be perfect for somebody for like their wedding, not a wedding dress, but like a wedding shower, something like that. And like I said, I recently delisted it and relisted it. I use a Vendoo, by the way, which is a software that really streamlines a lot of your processes for reselling. If you guys ever want to check it out, I have a link down below in my description where you can get 25% off your first month. But anyways, this dress sold today for my full asking price on Poshmark for $30. Don't remember if I said the brand. The brand is Hello Molly. Never heard of this brand before. When I found it, I believe I found it at the bins, and I looked up comps and they were decent. I just think maybe I listed it too late in the season last year, but I'm really excited that it sold so quickly after delisting and relisting. And this just goes to show that delisting and relisting does work. I'm constantly getting sales from it, and it just makes me so happy because it just proves my point over and over again that it really does work. I mean, delisting and relisting is basically adding new listings to your store without having to actually add new listings. You know what I mean? So anyways, back to the item. This sold for $30, my full asking price, which is even better. So the next step is going to be going to my storage unit to pull my sale from the storage unit. Funny enough, when I first filmed this video, I was in a completely different storage unit. The one I'm in now is way bigger than the one I was in before. So I will meet you guys there. So I'm now at my storage unit. I don't even think I mentioned you guys, but today it is April 3rd. Today is April 3rd. Like I said at the beginning, I started this video months and months ago. But you guys may be wondering, like, okay, you sold this item. Now, how do you know where it is? You have so many items. I mean, right now I have about 24 active listings, which is a lot. I'm really trying to condense that down. But how do I know where it is? So lucky for me, like I said, I just delisted and relisted this. So off the top of my head, I know it's in bin A. So yeah, that's where we're going to pull it from. No, just kidding, you guys. So I do know it's in bin A because I just delisted it and relisted it, and I started purging my inventory. As you can see, I have a lot of empty bins here on this first shelf. But if I don't know where an item is off the top of my head, as I'm listing each item on eBay or Poshmark, I actually start all my listings on eBay, there is a spot in your item specifics where you can put your SKU number, which is where I put the bin number. So for this listing, I put the letter A. Now the SKU portion of your listing, the buyer cannot see that. So only you as the seller can see that. So when the item's sold, same goes for Poshmark. They have a hidden notes section where you can put the SKU. And since this sold on Poshmark, that's where I went to look for where the SKU number was. So when you go to your Poshmark sold, you click on the order you're looking at, and then within that, it will show you your SKU. I will put up a screenshot of what I mean. So I literally just pulled this item down from bin A, was talking for like a whole minute or two, and it wasn't recording. So I did pull the item down. I showed you guys once, wasn't recording, so I'm going to show you again. This is what it looks like. Perfect little, wedding shower dress, something like that. But I was saying that I also have 2 other items to pull as I'm here. Normally I come to the storage unit every morning, which I am still going to come tomorrow morning. But it is actually right now, right around 5 o'clock. I figured I would stop here real quick before I pick up my kids. So let me pull the other 2 items that I have, and I will just show you those real quick while we're here. So I haven't had any eBay sales today, which is very odd, but this sold on Poshmark as well. It is this Chico's size 3 open front little crochet cardigan. Absolutely love this. Had this for about a month and a half. It sold for $25, which was my offer to the buyer. And then this also sold on Poshmark. This is an unbranded, definitely vintage, floral blazer, oversized, women's plus size. Again, I've only had this for about a month and a half. And again, this sold for $25. So the next steps are going to be go back home and ship these items, which I may do that tonight or I may do that tomorrow. Either way, I will see you at home. So I'm back home now. It's a little bit later, and I'm going to print my shipping label for this item. My cat is asking me who I'm talking to. Hi, buddy. So warm. You must have been sitting by the heat. This is Mr. Jasper. Yeah. As you can tell, he doesn't like being held. Mwah. So I'm going to print this label. Oh my gosh, you can see his tail right down there. That's funny. And with Poshmark, shipping is super easy. You can use literally any priority envelope or box that you want. So I love shipping with Poshmark. Like, it takes 2 seconds. One of my favorite envelopes to use for Poshmark sales is this Tyvek envelope. And then I will also put every item that I ship out in one of these clear poly mailers before I ship it out. My daughter is right over here watching me. Do you want to say hi? So we put this in a clear poly. Hi. And then we stick it in the Tyvek envelope. It's super easy. Don't have to weigh it. As long as it's under 5 pounds on Poshmark, you don't have to weigh the item. So we have our label, and then I'm gonna stick it right on here, and then it's ready to go. I actually have my mailman take all of my packages every single day. That's one of the things I love about the post office, is that they have free package pickups, and you can schedule a package pickup. I actually scheduled ahead of time through the rest of the year, and you can have your mailman pick up your packages and just take them with them to the post office. That way you don't have to go. I've been doing this for years now. It saves me so much time in my business, so helpful, and I'm so grateful for my mailman. So this is the end of the process. This tomorrow morning will be out of my hands and into my mailman's hands.
Voila!
So yeah, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed filming it, even though most of it was like from 9 months ago and some of it was from now. So yeah, definitely goes to show how my appearance has changed since I first started making videos. It's so weird seeing myself from a year ago, definitely with more tan as well. But anyways, you guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you in my next video.